You're staring in the mirror, brushing your teeth, same as always. But then your eyes linger a little too long on the faint mark on your shoulder. That one spot you've had since you were born. Something about it tugs at you. It's not just skin. It feels older than you, like a symbol, like a story waiting to be remembered. Could that strange birthmark be more than just a mark? Could it mean you're not exactly from here? Not entirely, at least. Do you ever stare at your own reflection and feel like this life isn't the whole story? Like there's something ancient stirring inside you? If that hits a nerve, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Tell me what marks you've carried and what they've made you feel. There's a group of souls believed to come from elsewhere, far beyond this planet, from a galaxy so far away it's barely visible, the Andromedans. Andromedan Starseeds aren't just dreamers, they're time travelers, frequency holders, free spirits with cosmic memories that don't always make sense here on Earth. If you've always felt like you're not from around here, like human rules and structures just don't fit, you might be one of them. So let's begin with something physical. Yes, birthmarks. Many Andromedan starseeds carry unique marks from birth. These might show up in odd shapes, stars, spirals, even geometric imprints. Some are small and hidden, while others are impossibly symmetrical or placed in unusual spots, like the back of the neck, behind the ear, or over the heart. They're not random. Ancient cultures believe that birthmarks were signs from past lives, or even celestial origins. For Andromedans, they feel like clues, quiet reminders that they've been somewhere else before, that they came here with a purpose. Even those without clear birthmarks often report a sense of energetic branding, like invisible tattoos deep in the soul, a feeling of being marked by the stars. So what does an Andromedan starseed feel like? They crave freedom, not just physical space, but soul-level freedom. They question everything: governments, schools, jobs, the whole system. Not to rebel, but because deep down they know life isn't meant to be built from fear and control. Andromedans value peace, autonomy, and truth. They often struggle in traditional settings because their energy simply doesn't match. Office cubicles, 9-to-5 expectations, overly structured relationships. It all feels false to them. They aren't here to follow rules. They're here to remember freedom and reflect it back to the world. They also carry a deep sadness they can't always explain, a longing, like homesickness, but not for any place they can name. That's because they remember, on some level, a home that isn't here, a place of love, light, and non-judgment, a civilization that lives in harmony with the universe. That ache isn't weakness, it's instruction. It's a compass pointing toward their mission. Andromedan starseeds are natural visionaries. They think in big pictures, future timelines. They're not interested in small talk or surface things. They ask questions that make people uncomfortable. Why are we here? What are we doing to this planet? Who benefits from all this suffering? They feel like old souls trapped in a loud, distracted world. Often they retreat into nature, into silence, into their inner world. But they're not meant to stay hidden forever. Their appearance, it's subtle but distinct. Many Andromedans have a kind of ethereal presence. Their eyes are often large or unusually shaped, the type that seem to see through you. There's often something otherworldly about them. People might call them angelic or alien without knowing why. They tend to have long limbs or unique body proportions. Sometimes they look much younger or older than they actually are. It's like time doesn't stick to them the way it does to others. Their aura is often cool-toned, blues, purples, silvers, and animals or children are naturally drawn to them, not because they're trying, but because their energy feels safe, familiar, like home. They're also highly sensitive to smells, sounds, energies. Crowds can exhaust them. Dishonesty physically hurts. They crave depth, authenticity. They want soul over spectacle. But with that sensitivity comes power. Andromedan Starseeds are intuitive, not in the flashy, psychic way that shows up in movies, but in the quiet knowing that lives in their bones. They just know things. They pick up on patterns before others do. They sense when something's off, even when everyone else says it's fine. They're not loud prophets. They're silent catalysts. When they speak truth, it doesn't shout, it echoes. They often find themselves drawn to healing, not always with crystals or herbs, though many do, but often through writing, art, or even just presence. People feel lighter after talking to them, like something opened up inside. They don't need a stage to lead. They lead from alignment. But for all their wisdom, many Andromedans spent years feeling lost, like they don't belong anywhere. That sense of isolation is part of the path. Because before they can remember where they came from, they have to survive forgetting. They go through what some call the crash, a moment or several when life feels unbearable. Jobs fall apart, relationships break, health issues rise up out of nowhere. Everything crumbles. But it's not failure, it's remembering. And once they begin to remember, everything shifts. They stop trying to fit in. They start reclaiming their wildness, their softness, their truth. They start gathering other starseeds, whether they realize it or not. Energy recognizes energy. A glance, a conversation, a moment, and suddenly there's a sense of home again. Andromedans are builders, not of houses and roads, but of new realities. They're here to help tear down fear-based systems and build communities rooted in compassion, in creativity, and in connection. They're here to hold space for a new Earth, but not through force, through remembrance. If someone you know is an Andromedan Starseed, they likely won't tell you. They'll sense it. They'll feel it in the way their questions don't land, in the way people glaze over when they talk about life beyond the stars, in the loneliness that sets in when their light feels too bright for the room. But they keep shining anyway, because they can't not. They are the ones who speak up when it's uncomfortable, who walk away when it's easy to stay, who believe in beauty even when the world feels heavy. They're not perfect, and they don't want to be, but they are here with purpose. If you've made it this far and felt a spark, maybe in your heart or in your gut, or somewhere behind your eyes when I spoke of birthmarks or star-shaped memories, you are not alone. Maybe you're one of them. Maybe you're remembering now. And that mark on your skin? Maybe it's not a stain. Maybe it's a signature. So pay attention to the things that don't make sense, those flashes of insight, Those strange dreams, the moments you swear you felt something pull you toward the night sky, that's not imagination, that's invitation. You've always been guided, and now, maybe, it's time to rise.